On today's Kidding with Kayla, pick your battle. Sometimes parents just are not in the mood.
And that's why you have to be really careful. Some things are not worth the drama, but the key is to realize that ahead of time.
A warning for parents setting boundaries you're not in the mood to enforce. I can confirm boundaries are necessary forms of discipline, and it's imperative that you stick to them once they're set. However, that's why sources say you should pick your battles carefully. The one I nearly always avoid takes place in the Starbucks drive-thru. Because that one time I let my son have a cake pop here, he now associates this place with a guaranteed treat and tantrum if he doesn't get it. Now, I could put my foot down and say no to this request, but history shows that's miserable. And if I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on an overpriced coffee, I'm going to enjoy it in peace. Coming up at 5, do you really want to bother going out to eat with the kids, or should we just get takeouts so we don't have to discipline them in public? Back to you.
I get it. I understand it.
That's why I love tasty takeout so much, because it fuels my love for takeout. It's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's funny because my comment section is always entertaining. You know, you got parents on all ends of the spectrum, and a lot of people could relate. They were saying, oh, my kid does the exact same thing with cake pops. And the thing is, you know, there's a time and a place to set your foot down, but once you have made that boundary, you have to stick to it, and sometimes you don't think through your boundary.
Oh, no. Because all they know is like, you have that thing that I want.
Yes.
And I want to keep getting that thing that I want.
Yeah, and so
like,
you almost have to be, and you're never really in the mood for listening to a tantrum as a parent. Like, you're never in the mood. But there are days I know.
You're more willing.
Exactly. There are days I know this is going to be a tantrum moment. I got enough sleep last night. I can handle it. Or I already had my coffee. See, in this situation, I haven't had my coffee yet.
Not the no coffee. Honestly, this is what me and my friends call the "you gonna be all right" moment. They're gonna be all right. Don't worry. Don't even look at them. They breathe. They're gonna be all right.
But that's just it. Like, so okay, I could say no and he could tantrum, but even if they're gonna be all right, I'm the one who has to listen to it for the next however many minutes.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, I do like this little thing because I rarely go to Starbucks. I said overpriced for a reason. I'm very much a coffee at home kind of person. But when I do, it's a treat. It's a treat for me. And then I'm like, you know, I want to give him a treat. And one of my commenters said, you know, he may one day always say, remember when you used to always give me a cake pop, Mom? That was so special. And I was like, oh, he's going to remember me as the cake pop mom. So, you know, you never know what kids will pick up, because there are little things that my mom and dad did for me growing up that now I look back on, I'm like, man, that was so special. Like, she always got me that, or, you know, and didn't say no to that. I remember she'd never say no to that, and it's kind of nice.
My dad's thing, he's going to be so embarrassed that I'm sharing this, but y'all family, it's okay. He used to take us to Sam's Club on the tasty days, which is usually like, what, every third Saturday or something like that. And we'd be going crazy with the tasties. And we knew that after the tasties, we could have our own slice of big pizza and a pretzel and our own drink.
Listen, you'll never forget that memory. And you never know what's going to resonate with children. And I cannot wait until Alan grows up and tells me the things that he remembers that we did together.
And then you remember this because when you get grown and he has to take care of you, you better ask for some cake pops.
Deal. Well, for more Kidding with Kayla, you can follow me, Kayla Sullivan, on Facebook, or click the Kidding with Kayla tab on wishtv.com.